The morning sun cast long shadows across the Tower of London's ancient stones as Private Marcus Thompson adjusted his bearskin cap. Standing sentinel in his crisp scarlet uniform, he represented both tradition and change, one of only 5 black soldiers in the Queen's Guard's 365-year history. "Look at that diversity hire," a sharp voice cut through the murmuring crowd. "They're really letting anyone wear the uniform these days." Marcus maintained his statue-like pose, eyes fixed forward, as he'd done countless times during his 7 years of service. The voice belonged to Catherine Wells, a social media influencer from Atlanta with 3 million followers, her phone already live-streaming. "Hey, chocolate soldier," she taunted, moving closer to the barrier. "My viewers want to know if you're even British. Say something." The crowd shifted uncomfortably. Some turned away, others pulled out phones, sensing drama. A group of schoolchildren on a field trip watched wide-eyed as their teacher tried to hustle them along. Catherine pressed on, her voice growing louder. "This is what's wrong with Britain today. My grandfather served in World War II alongside real British soldiers. Now look at this." 2 security guards exchanged concerned glances as Catherine pushed past the barrier, ignoring their warnings. She strutted up to Marcus, her designer heels clicking on the cobblestones. "My followers want to see what a diverse Queen's Guard looks like up close." Marcus remained motionless, though his jaw tightened imperceptibly. 7 years of training had prepared him for hostility, but this was different. This was being broadcast live to millions. Then came the slap, sharp and sudden across his face. The crack echoed off the stone walls, stunning the crowd into silence. Catherine's red handprint bloomed on Marcus's cheek, visible beneath his stoic expression. "Did you get that?" she laughed, turning to her phone. "Look, everyone, he just stands there like a... Ah!" In one fluid motion, Marcus stepped forward, his training taking over. "Step back, madam. You have breached security protocol and assaulted a member of Her Majesty's Guard." His voice carried the weight of centuries of tradition. Catherine stumbled backward, her performance shifting instantly. "Help! He's attacking me!" she shrieked, her phone still recording. "I want to speak to whoever's in charge." Major Harrison strode out from the guardhouse, his face a mask of authority. Catherine immediately turned the camera toward him, tears now streaming perfectly down her cheeks. "This guard assaulted me. I was just taking a photo for my followers," she sobbed, playing to her audience. "Look how aggressive he is." But technology had caught up with her performance. Dozens of phones had recorded everything. A young British student, Emma Chen, stepped forward, her phone displaying the footage. "That's a lie. I have it all here. You slapped him first," Emma declared firmly. Other tourists nodded, their own recordings ready. Major Harrison reviewed the videos, his expression darkening. "Mrs. Wells, assaulting a Queen's Guard is a serious criminal offense. Metropolitan Police are on their way." As officers arrived, Catherine's live stream suddenly didn't seem so entertaining. Her followers watched in real time as she was escorted away, still protesting about cancel culture and reverse racism. But the story wasn't over. Among the crowd stood Catherine's 16-year-old daughter, Lily, who had been quietly filming everything on her own phone. Her face burned with shame. That evening, the videos exploded across social media. Marcus's composure in the face of racism resonated globally. Stand With Marcus trended worldwide, with millions sharing stories of similar experiences. 3 days later, Catherine was released on bail, her influencer career in shambles. Her daughter Lily had posted her own video, publicly apologizing for her mother's actions and sharing their family's complicated history with racism. "My grandmother marched for civil rights," Lily revealed. "She would be horrified by what happened today." A week later, Catherine returned to the tower, this time without cameras. Lily and Major Harrison accompanied her as she approached Marcus. "I've lost everything," she began, voice trembling. "My sponsors, my following, but worse, I lost my self-respect. Watching those videos, I saw someone I never wanted to become." Marcus listened as she explained how viral fame had warped her judgment, turning controversy into currency. Her daughter's video had forced her to confront uncomfortable truths about herself. The incident catalyzed change. The Queen's Guard implemented new security measures and diversity training for tourists. Applications from minority candidates doubled. Marcus was promoted to training sergeant, where he now teaches recruits about dignity under pressure. Today, a photo hangs in the Guard's mess hall, Marcus standing tall after the slap, embodying centuries of tradition with unshakable grace. Below it, a simple inscription reads, "Dignity is strength." The story concludes on a wider note. Sometimes it takes a moment of public shame to spark private reflection, and sometimes the most powerful response to hatred is unwavering professionalism.